Hey guys, what's up? My name is Tom Spark. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about TikTok. We'll talk about TikTok. So TikTok has really exploded in terms of popularity. I mean, even this isn't really accounting for its growth, but you could get some sort of indication. It used to be the app Musical.ly, and basically what that app was just like underage kids dancing in skimpy clothing to popular songs, or cute teenagers going like, it's music. This kind of brought about the evolution of e-boys and e-girls and stuff like that, I guess. But Musical.ly was pretty popular, and then it kind of rebranded into TikTok, I guess, to be more of a generalized social media application. And in 2018, kind of early and kind of in the middle of 2019, I guess, TikTok started to really get popular. A lot of people started using TikTok. I myself have checked it out. Posted a little bit of meme videos on there. Sometimes stuff you post gets like an insane amount of views. The way the application works is kind of weird. Sometimes you post something and it can almost just become viral if you're lucky enough. So it's kind of interesting in that way, and if you just want a lot of views and stuff like that. However, the application is definitely limited for someone like me who's looking to build a following, because people on there are just kind of watching that content, binge watching random ass videos, and there's not really that much follower attention. And so I don't really think it's really that good of a platform for most YouTubers. There's not really any way to monetize it. Most of the content you're making is just kind of trash content, and it has all these songs on it, so you can't monetize those songs or anything like that. So it's not really a platform like YouTube per se. It's more of like kind of like the social media form of Instagram, more kind of like YouTube, I guess, if that makes sense, where people are kind of trying to definitely become popular by posting kind of weird dancing videos, I guess. That's mostly still what TikTok is these dancing videos. But there have been a lot of questions about TikTok, especially in terms of its audience being mostly kids, and how the app is being monetized on their end. Like I said, in terms of the users, there's not really that much way to monetize or get sponsored by TikTok or anything like that, and there's hardly any way to put products on your platform there. So the users themselves can't really monetize the platform that well. But apparently the people who made the platform can monetize it pretty well. But when you're thinking about how they're monetizing it, that's when things get concerning. Because if we take a look at who owns TikTok, well, it's none other than ByteDance, a Beijing-based company founded in 2012. So it's a company based outside of China. Now, if you know anything about China, you know it's an authoritarian government that is pretty much the creator of internet censorship itself. It has a great Chinese firewall, which basically restricts anyone from accessing websites like Wikipedia, Facebook, Google, Reddit, all sorts of websites. Not only that, but pretty much everyone in China is being surveilled on a constant basis, whether that's from cameras tracking faces, from phones tracking your data, or from you being forced into using specific apps that the government controls. So it's not the good idea that everyone's using an application born out of that internet surveillance cesspool. And in fact, we're starting to see other people talk about this and talk about it more. I guess the Reddit CEO is pretty pissed off now. He's saying that TikTok is parasitic, terrifying, and spyware. So apparently this is what he's saying. Maybe I'm going to regret this, but I can't even get to that level of thinking with him, because I look at the app as so fundamentally parasitic that it's always listening. The fingerprinting technology they use is truly terrifying, and I could not bring myself to install an app like that. The Reddit CEO later added, "I actively tell people don't install that spyware on your phone." So the Reddit CEO does not like TikTok. Maybe he's a little jealous. Who's to say? It's kind of ironic though, because I was thinking myself, like, Reddit is one of the biggest internet platforms there is, and it's widely accepted, or at least people who care about privacy don't really respect Reddit's privacy in terms of that. Because even this guy right here, I like this guy, he says, well, that's kind of hypocritical. And this guy's like kind of clueless. He's like, what is? So this guy kind of explains Reddit is without a doubt spyware and does not respect privacy. In addition, we really should be rethinking whether or not we want to use one centralized space for all forms of news and discussion. Basically, Spez isn't a very good person. I find it hypocritical that he criticizes other competing platforms for the same thing his company does. I remind you that Tencent, a company based out of China, owns quite a bit of Reddit. I mean, let's be real. They have ads on their platform and some gold, but I still think a component of their platform probably is monetizing user data trends and selling it off to other companies. So in a lot of ways, it's not really that different from TikTok, especially since it has a huge Chinese investment in Reddit itself. So Reddit has received $150 million investment from Tencent. So that's a lot of money, and people weren't really happy about that either. So this kind of article right here about the Reddit CEO insulting TikTok also makes references to how TikTok got hit by a $5.7 million fine from the FTC for potentially, or I mean, collecting illegally collected children data. So I mean, the app itself, it is collecting names, email addresses, pictures, and locations of kids under 13. I mean, like I said before, how do you think this is going to monetize itself, right? I mean, at the same time, is it really any different from Instagram or Facebook? I mean, lots of kids are using those applications, right? I guess maybe it has to do something with the permission of using the app or something like that, parental consent. So it says here, the operators of Musical.ly, known now as TikTok, knew many children were using the app, but they still failed to seek parental consent before collecting names, email addresses, and other information from users under 13. Yikes. Not only that, but TikTok is also said to be under national security review. A lot of people think that it could be some kind of Chinese honeypot just collecting data on Americans. The United States government has opened a national security review of Chinese company acquisition of the American company that became TikTok. So it looks like Musical.ly used to be an American company, and then it got acquired by a Chinese company, I guess. So that is correct. ByteDance, the company I was talking about before, is a 7-year-old company based in Beijing, and it acquired Musical.ly in 2017 for $800 million to $1 billion. So TikTok really only started getting big after it got acquired by this Chinese company. According to TikTok themselves, they say, while we cannot comment on ongoing regulatory processes, TikTok has made it clear that we have no higher priority than earning the trust of users and regulators in the US. Part of that effort includes working with Congress, and they're committed to doing so. So apparently to them, it seems like they're not doing anything wrong, but I mean, it's China, right? So guys, what do you think of TikTok? What do you think of Reddit calling TikTok a parasitic cancer and a front for the Chinese government? It's entirely possible that TikTok is collecting mass amounts of data. The fact that it's based in China pretty much is a sealed deal in my opinion. I don't think you should use TikTok if you've been looking into it. I don't think the platform is especially that interesting. Sure, you could get a lot of views, but it's just kind of like filler content, and I don't think that it's kind of funny to see creators kind of migrate over it just because you could get a lot of views. You know, it's like, I just don't think it's really that good of an app. Guys, let me know what you think of this comment. Let me know what you think of this video down in the comments down below, and I'll see you again on the next video very soon.